Hi everybody, I'm Jilly with One Good Thing by Jilly with another useful tip for better living. Everyone has a freezer, but I don't think most of us get the most out of our freezer. I decided that I could probably be using my freezer better, so I did some research and realized just how much I was missing out on by not making the most out of my freezer space. So let me share some of the things that you might not be aware of that you can freeze that are great ideas. Ever wonder why the plastic milk jug has that circle on the side? That's to allow for expansion when you freeze milk. Never knew. Now we all know. You can freeze milk, and then when you want to use it, you just let it thaw completely and make sure you shake it up to mix the solids again. You can also use that with cream and with buttermilk, so you're not just using a little bit and then wasting the rest of the pint. I can't tell you how many pints I've thrown away because I've just used a little bit of it. Chips, crackers, and pretzels, I don't think most people realize those are great to freeze. Not only do you not end up throwing away half a bag of stale chips, but they actually taste better out of the freezer, believe it or not. Give it a try. They taste crisper and the flavor really pops, so that's a great thing to freeze. When you pack lunches for school or work, it's a real time saver to be able to just grab a sandwich out of the freezer. Just throw it in your lunch box or bag, and then by the time lunch rolls around, it's ready to eat. If you want condiments on it or lettuce and tomatoes, just pack those separately and add them when lunchtime rolls around. On the weekends, when you're making your pancakes and waffles and French toast, just make extra, and then you have a quick breakfast for the middle of the week. Freezing eggs in an ice cube tray is a good idea. Sometimes you can get eggs on sale, so if you can break an individual egg in an ice cube compartment, then you can just pop out 2 or 3 that you need for a cake or for cookies, and you can save a lot of money that way. Cheese is one thing that you can freeze. I don't think people realize that. You can freeze it in a block, just make sure you wrap it well, or you can freeze shredded. When you do it in a block, you want to make sure when you take it out of the freezer to let it thaw all the way on the countertop before you put it in the refrigerator. That will solve any texture issues. Some people complain that once you've frozen cheese, it's not the same. You need to make sure you thaw it first before you put it back in the refrigerator. And then with shredded cheese, you just want to make sure you add a little bit of flour or cornstarch so that when it thaws, it doesn't come out all clumpy. You can lay out scoops of mashed potatoes in individual portions on a cookie sheet, put them in your freezer, freeze them apart, and then you can just toss them all in a plastic bag. And then you can use one at a time, or you can use the whole batch. It's really convenient when you're a person who likes homemade mashed potatoes. You can just make up a whole bunch of them and put in the freezer. Otherwise, it's just too much work to make homemade mashed potatoes all the time. Whenever you make pasta, go ahead and make the whole box. I'm always in a quandary. Do I make the whole box? Because I'm not going to eat the whole box. Go ahead and make the whole box so you don't have a half box open in your pantry, and then freeze what you don't eat that time. Put it in a plastic bag, get all the air out of it, freeze it flat, and then when you want to use it, just run it under hot water until it's rewarmed. Throw it in stews or soup or casseroles, or eat it straight out of the bag. I have a hard time using up fresh herbs, especially cilantro. You buy a big thing of cilantro and then half of it goes to waste because I never use it before it goes bad. So freezing is a great option for herbs. If you chop them up with a knife and put them in, again, ice cube tray is really convenient. A little bit of herbs in each tray compartment, and then add either water, stock, olive oil, any of those will work. And then just pop one out to put in your cooking. And fresh herbs make such a difference when you're cooking. It makes all the difference. And you don't use them as often as you could because you don't want to run to the store to get them, so you go for the dried stuff. And you can freeze all kinds of homemade dough. Bread dough, pie crust, cookie dough, obviously. For pizza or pie crust or bread dough, you want to just put it in a ball and wrap it in plastic wrap really tightly. For cookie dough, you should scoop it out using like an ice cream scoop or a spoon and put it on a pan just like you're making cookies. Put it in the freezer, let them freeze, and then once they're frozen hard, you can just toss them in a bag. And then when a cookie craving hits, you can just bake as few or as many as you want, 1 or 2 at a time, or the whole batch. And all you have to do is add 1 to 2 minutes to your specified cooking time, because you can just throw them in from frozen. I really hope that this list has opened your eyes to all the possibilities that your freezer has to offer. For the full list of things that you can freeze, go to onegoodthingbyjilly.com and be sure to sign up for our emails when you're there.